What's poppin', y'all? Man, supposedly Rick Ross, he's in the hospital right now. They say he was found breathing really heavy and unresponsive. They say it has something to do with pneumonia and respiratory issues. But, man, I want to talk about 50 Cent, man. Now, earlier, 50 Cent posted something on Instagram earlier, basically, making fun of Rick Ross being found on the floor unresponsive, and he was joking about how Rick Ross shitted on himself and shit like that, man. And honestly, I didn't even know what he was talking about at the time, because I'm just now seeing what happened with Rick Ross. So when I saw it earlier, I was thinking that this is something that happened a while ago, man. But this nigga 50 Cent is a savage, man. He pretty much was mocking Rick Ross almost dying today. He's still in the hospital, so anything can happen. It's not 100% that, he's going to make it through this. And man, I'm surprised that 50 went this far. I've always known that 50 Cent was a savage and, he holds grudges to the grave. But man, when somebody nearly dies, fuck the beef shit, fuck the music shit. This is about life. You know what I mean? And 50 Cent, he got shot, I believe, 6 times. So if anybody knows what it feels like to nearly die, it's him. But the fact that he's joking about this, man, it just goes to show how immature this guy is, man. Just to let y'all know, 50 Cent is 42 years old. And he also has a son that is 21 years old that he does not speak to. He's constantly sent shots at his own son, his son's mother. He has a younger son named Sire, and he's constantly showing him off on Instagram, trying to make his son jealous. He's been on Instagram bragging about how his son is turning 22 soon and he doesn't have to pay child support anymore, and he's calling his son's mom a bitch, and it's ridiculous, man. And I hate to say this, man, because 50 Cent honestly is my second favorite rapper of all time, and I watch Power. My favorite rapper is DMX, and right after DMX is 50 Cent. I grew up idolizing 50 Cent, man, but I mean, it's clear, man, that this guy is just, man, he's an asshole, man. And that doesn't mean I'm not gonna listen to his music anymore. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna watch Power, because Power's, one of the hottest shows on TV, man. But 50 definitely lost my respect after that post he made earlier, man, because whether you like Ross or not, man, when somebody's health is on the line, that's personal. That's something that's serious. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just seeing how 50 decided to take that, and y'all can see the screenshot in the video, just seeing how 50 decided to take that and joke about it. And if you look, he's responding to comments, clearly not giving a fuck. One of the comments, he said, y'all acting like I made Rick Ross take the drugs. And he was basically referring to how Ross has had seizures in the past from drinking lean and smoking too much weed, and man, it's sad, man. I ain't gonna go too hard on 50, but I just want to say, man, that was very classless, man. 50 being 42 years old, still holding all the grudges in the past. And let's be honest, man, this beef was never something that serious. These guys have never fought each other in person. I don't even know if they've crossed paths in person before, but this beef goes way back, man. 50 used to do the Pimpin' Curly videos. He even went as far as, leaking a sex tape with Rick Ross's baby mother. He exposed Rick Ross for being a correctional officer. I remember back in the day, I actually was calling Rick Ross Officer Ricky, because I'm such a 50 fan that I used to not even let niggas play Rick Ross around me. I'm like, yo, turn that Officer Ricky bullshit off, man. Play some 50 Cent. All my niggas out there that's 50 Cent fans, man, y'all know how it is, man. We ride with 50 through his beats, but there comes a point in time where you gotta say, hey, man, you're going a little bit too far, man. The man could possibly die, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When it comes to music, I think Rick Ross makes better music than 50 Cent at this time and point. When it comes to music, 50 Cent honestly isn't even, really irrelevant like that when it comes to the music. I can't even remember the last time 50 put out an album. I believe the last album he put out, I do remember, it was Animal Ambition, and that shit, you know, was toilet paper in somebody's, that shit was toilet paper in Monique's asshole. You know what I'm saying? That shit was trash. That Animal Ambition album was doodle juice, bitch. That shit was nasty, bitch. That shit sounded like somebody uncle trying to look like goddamn Ray Shremmerd, bitch. That shit was trash. You know, and Rick Ross's last album was fire, my nigga. That he has a song called Scientology. That's one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Rick Ross's last album was amazing. I like the song that Rick Ross was dissing Birdman. I like that whole album. I forgot the name of it because I smoke a lot of weed and I have bad memory. But when it comes to music, man, Rick Ross, you know, he's still killing shit, you know. But yeah, man, 50, man, you gotta take this L, my nigga, because like that shit was just corny, you know. And if you look at his comments, man, everybody's going ham on him right now. You know, 50 Cent, man, I think you need Jesus, my nigga. I think your ass need to drink some, I know you have vitamin water, but your ass needs some holy water, bitch. You need some holy water, my nigga, because you clearly don't know when to chill. And, you know, I think 50 Cent, man, he has one of the biggest egos of all time when it comes to rappers and just gangster rappers. Like, this nigga really just don't give a fuck. You know, he don't give a fuck. The only rapper I've seen him reunite, I'll say this, you know, he did reunite with The Game and Fat Joe and them niggas, but he got something against Ross, man. I don't know if Rick Ross dick down 50's first baby mother raw and nutted in that. I don't know what he did, but 50 Cent clearly, man, he's pressed, because you never see Rick Ross talking about this man. Like, Rick Ross never talks about this nigga 50 Cent. It's always 50 saying some shit first. You feel me? It's corny, my nigga. Just go work on Power. You feel me? Hopefully the next season of Power has Lala's titties out again, because Lala got some big ass titties, bitch. You dig? Hopefully we can get some more sex scenes on the next season of Power, because that's what I'm mostly watching for. I love busting a nut to a Power sex scene. You dig what I'm saying? But let me know, man. Let me know if y'all think 50 Cent went too far with this shit. Leave comments, subscribe, thumbs up, click that donate button. I don't care if you donate 50 cents or $1, my nigga. Anything counts. Donate 50 cent, no pun intended. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna be replying to all the comments. Let me know if you think 50 Cent went too far, if you think beef is beef and there is no rules. Peace, I'm out.